I'm about to eat at Magic Kingdom's 7 most expensive restaurants in 96 hours. Teppa is a flop. Okay, I would like to start this video by doing a one-man reenactment of King Triton destroying Ariel's whole collection because she's a rebel and he doesn't know how to parent. Okay.
Ariel? Ariel?
Daddy?
He's a human, you're a mermaid.
But Daddy?
He's a mammal, you're a tilapia.
But Daddy, I love him.
Ariel? Expecto Patronum!
Shelby. In this video, we're gonna be eating at the 8 most expensive restaurants in Magic Kingdom in the time span of 4 days. Not 3 days. Ursula was wrong. It's 4. That's 2 restaurants a day, so brunch and dinner. They are all full-service sit-down restaurants. In fact, Magic Kingdom only has 8 full-service sit-down restaurants, so we're going to all of them. So think of this as like a guide to the finer dining in the kingdom. Ooh, you're watching Bald-Headed Boy. I've only been to like half of these restaurants, so I'm so hyped to try some new things and also revisit ones that I've already strutted through. I have to get up and strut now, don't I? Goodness, I know you guys expect so much from me. Oh, work. Work, mama. Of course, I'm gonna review everything I eat, as I always do. And even though I'm a Disney stan, I'm unbiased, I promise. Disney is not perfect in my eyes. In fact, me and Mickey have quite a lot of beef. Can this hold me up? It was like 50 bucks from Amazon, I'm not sure. We're gonna find out. We used to be friends back in university, but then one day I accidentally stepped on his cheese. And he got so mad. Like, bro, it's just cheese, bro. It's not my fault you left a piece of gorgonzola on the floor. That's why we used to call him Mickey Mess. Cheese everywhere, shredded, melted, crumbled, feta, fermented, aged. Oh, I heard a little crack. Let's go over here. So to Mickey, I'm sorry you hated me. I'm sorry my sketcher squished your cheese. And I'm sorry I told everyone about the time you got diarrhea at Barnes & Noble's. And I'm sorry I'm saying it again right now. So we are gonna be eating at Liberty Tree Tavern, Be Our Guest, Crystal Palace, Skipper Canteen, Tony's Town Square, the Diamond Horseshoe, oh, Jared, the Plaza, and for our first meal, we are going to Cinderella's Royal Table, which is the super pricey restaurant that is literally in Cinderella's castle. I've never been, I'm so nervous. And you basically eat and talk to all the Disney princesses as you chew. You're like, Ariel, can you not interrupt me? I'm trying to chew my croissant. I'm just kidding, but what am I gonna say to them? Okay, Cindy, I'm gonna tell her about Skechers, because she probably doesn't know about Skechers. Not sponsored, but they're probably much more comfortable than her glass slippers. Her Achilles tendon is living in anxiety, just waiting for the big shatter. It's gonna be painful. And I need to ask Snow if she's ever had an apple. Did it get stuck in her esophagus? Right. In all seriousness, you guys know I have social anxiety and a stutter and I'm 5'7". Girl, pick a struggle. So I still get really nervous doing these character meet and greets. I mean, I have gotten better at them, but I haven't done one in a long time, so mama's gonna have sweaty pits. And of course, I'm gonna keep track of all the money I spend, so stay tuned for that. Guys, it's time to go to Disney. Give this video a big thumbs up if you're enjoying it. It is the easiest way to support little old me in my whole career. Also subscribe. I make food content, I go to theme parks, I travel, I go on cruises, it's great. Girlies, let's go. Day 1. Okay, we're here. Girlies, I'm more nervous than I've ever been for some reason. This is just the meal. This is the moment. This is me becoming a princess. This is me moving to Genovia. I know we are meeting Cinderella for sure because I heard there's like a photo shoot with her before the meal. So I have to work on my high fashion couture poses that Tyra taught me. I don't know which other princesses we are meeting because apparently they vary. So we could be meeting Pocahontas. We could be meeting Merida. We could be meeting Aurora, who I don't get why she's even here because she has a castle back in California. Okay, let's just get going. We're gonna board the ferry. I probably missed it because I was rambling. Oh. Thank you. Have a good day. That was practice. I was being social. Good morning. Have a good day. I'm doing so good. Okay, we're on the ferry. The ferry is on the ferry. Girl, I'm talking about Tinkerbell, not me. That's actually disgusting that you thought that. So it actually takes a while to get into Magic Kingdom. You have to drive to the park, and then you have to go on the tram, and then you have to go through security, and then either take the monorail or the ferry, and then you're finally there. So the fact that I'm gonna have to do that about 8 times in the next 4 days is kind of hectic. It's kind of a situation type deal type moment, but Mama is up to the task. You girlies know that. I have my Skechers on. I am ready to walk 1,000 miles like that one girl that sings the song in White Chicks. Anyways, this has been footage of me walking into the park, full of anxiety, but also full of magic. Ah, there she is, the gorgeous castle vessel herself. It's called a vessel, right? Or is that just boats? It's a vessel too, but a magical one. So the restaurant is basically in the back of the castle. You have to walk around it, and there it is. Cinderella's royal table. Dirty Ella. Cinder wench. I love live action Cinderella. The stepsisters are kind of those girls. So I walked in, and as you can see, there's armor, there's all the castle essentials you could ever possibly need. I felt like a peasant, to be honest, because if I was in a real castle, I would be considered a peasant. So I don't know, I was just feeling the peasant fantasy. Oh, look, there she is, Cinderella. She smells like pine needles and has a face like sunshine. The actress that played her was truly breathtaking, and that made me even more scared to talk to her. Girlies, I'm up next, and I literally have diarrhea pains. It's my turn, it's my turn, it's my turn.
Cindy, hi, how are you?
How are you this morning?
I am great. You look gorgeous. This dress,
Like to
it is stunning. The godmother did a great job, and the glass slippers are probably gorgeous too.
give you a brand new pair of slippers. Would you like to see?
Oh yes, please.
Have a pair of straps
Oh
on
my
that.
goodness.
Not going to fall off.
Those are gorgeous. I just have Skechers. I'm humble.
They do look very comfortable. Are they good for dancing in as well?
Very, very. They're like airy. They have some new like shoe technology that I heard about.
Perhaps you can teach my fairy godmother to make a pair for me.
Yeah, take my
I just must remind you, being home by midnight is still most important.
For sure. I'm not like a party girl. I like to stay home. Thank you so much. It was so nice meeting you. I feel like I did horribly, but you know, I'm literally shaking. I still have so many princesses to meet. This is hell on earth. She was actually so pretty. Like, oh my God. I didn't feel worthy. Okay, girlies, we're going up the staircase. Look at this. I was such a quirky ball of nerves that I didn't even get a good shot of the staircase, but it was gorgeous. And this is the actual restaurant itself, guys. It truly feels like a palace. It really makes you feel so special just being in there.
Hello, how are you?
I am great. I'm excited to be here.
Were you on here with us before?
No.
Welcome to the castle. So for your lunch today, if you take a look at the center of the menu, you're going to get to choose an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert.
This is the menu. As you can see, we have appetizers of the court, entrees royale, and finales. What is this? A show written by Shonda Rhimes? Why is it called Finale? Okay, so I'm settled in. I just ordered. So excited for the food. The hostess gave me a wishing star, and she said, later on, you're gonna raise your wish to the sky, and you're gonna make it. And it's probably not gonna come true, because most wishes don't, unless if you're a princess. She didn't say that, but she did say, make the wish, and then you get to keep this afterwards. I said, oh, luxury, oh, opulence. Also, when I was checking in for the actual reservation, I stuttered so bad. She was like, last name? And I was like, Alvarez. It was a true Bella moment, but you guys know I have a lot of those, so let's get this party going. Let's make my wish. I wish that Cinderella was actually interested in buying Skechers. I could tell she wasn't, and I'm just really worried about her. For my appetizer, I got the chilled jumbo shrimp. So you guys know I'm not the biggest shrimp person, but out of all the seafood, I think it is my favorite, just because it's the most flavorless. It doesn't have a fishy flavor, you know? And so like out of all the appetizers, it just sounded the best to me. This is the chilled jumbo shrimp with avocado mousse, Fresno peppers, and tomato horseradish vinaigrette. Love horseradish. Nay, every day. And I love Fresno peppers, always have. So I think this could be really, really good. And yes, they do have their tails, but we can just take those off, you know? I mean, that's what Ariel did. She was like, I don't like who I am, I'm changing it. Okay, there we go. We got some mousse, pepper, okay. Okay. Let go. Let go. Thank you. I almost choked on the shrimp. If Mrs. Doubtfire was here, she would have given me the Heimlich. That is actually very refreshing. They're definitely chilled. I think Elsa might be in the building because you can't get that kind of chill without Elsa's little jazz hands, you know? The shrimp has a great texture. It is not rubbery. It's not overcooked. It's quite tender. And it's just like typical shrimpy textures. Now, typical shrimpy textures. Wow. Filming Timmy really is one of the best food critics of our generation. Who could have thought of that besides his big empty head? The shrimp itself doesn't have a lot of flavor. All the flavors coming from the avocado mousse and the 2 tiny Fresno peppers that were on top. Oh, Mickey's so generous. Of course he's not though. He hoards the cheese. He's a cheese hoarder. The crustaceans do taste like they were just cooked in salt, pepper, oil, which is not great, but if you think about it, they are letting the avocado mousse shine because that really is the main star here. It's limey. It has that kind of iconic avocado toast flavor. It's also very garlicky and it's just very bright tasting, you know? And then the little Fresno chilies don't really add a spice, but they do add a nice little kick. So I am happy with this. I really am. It's definitely quality. Oh my goodness, it's so good. It's so light and bright.
Oh, fantastic.
It's so good.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna give these shrimps a 6 point. Oh my God, Cinderella looked up and was like, was that my shoe? Did it break yet? I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10. For my entree, I got the filet mignon steak with sauce and veggies and potato and just delicious things. Oh my God, Cindy's throwing a tantrum. Oh, it's the fireworks. They're literally on top of us. That's crazy. Anyways, the guy that brought me my steak was like, my lord. And he literally said, my lord. And I just felt like that was such a full circle moment because when I go through drive-thrus and talk on the phone, people always say, ma'am, miss, madame, because I sound like a middle-aged mother. I get it. But the fact he called me lord, I couldn't imagine a more magical moment in the most magical place on earth. So I got the steak. Ow, tingle. So I got the steak because the waitress told me that it's their most popular item. So I had to get it. It's a filet mignon, which I like because those are typically leaner. And it came with asparagus and some mashed potato and some cherry tomato and also a sauce. What is this sauce? Oh, it's just garlic butter. So it's not even a sauce. Okay, well, I can tell it's butter. It looks really greasy. Let's first try the asparagus. You know, some people like to cut their asparagus. I like to treat it like pasta. So, arrivederci. Mmm. Oh my goodness. Timmy, be a little classier than that. That was a lot. That is just perfect asparagus. Oh, it's all great so far. Very, very good. It's so crispy, the asparagus. It's so fresh. Thank you. Why'd I say it like that? It's so fresh. These asparaguses are actually extremely fresh tasting. They're so crunchy yet still tender on the edges. They're perfectly cooked. They're a little simple, but they're very salted. And that's what's important in life. And then dipped in this garlic butter, they're garlicky and it's very potent garlic butter. I'm gonna stink later from my breath and also my pee. Girl, I don't know why asparagus has that effect on people, but like broccoli doesn't when it smells so much worse. My asparagus flew. It's on the floor. It's on the royal carpet. What do I do? I'm gonna pick it up after I eat, I promise. What was I saying? Oh, broccoli, yes. I have opened up packets of broccoli, like fresh broccoli, and I've thought that I farted. I'm like, when did that seep out? But it was just the broccoli. I'm gonna give the asparagus, I think, a nice 9 out of 10. Let's try the potato with the butter. Lumiere, you did a good job. I didn't know a candle could cook. I have to go back to Bath & Body Works and get some more. And a charred tomato. Oh, those tomatoes are like soaked in, what is that, Dior number 5? Very floral, whatever that is. Anyways, these potatoes are delicious. They're very, very simple. I don't want you to expect, you know, cheesy bacon, loaded grease fest. I want you to expect class, elegance, a perfectly cooked whipped potato with some heavy cream, a lot of butter, and some salt and pepper, and that's it. And sometimes that's all you need, and that's all this potato needs. It's so creamy and dreamy, and it's just simple perfection. Now, it is kind of basic, but it's like good basic, you know? So I'm gonna give those potatoes a nice strong 8.5 out of 10, yes. And now it's time for the filet mignon. Now, I'm wondering if this is part of the beast. If Belle got sick of him and said, send him to the sausage factory and turn him into a steak. Because it just looks so beastly and big and monstrous, so let's try it. Am I Dracula? It is perfectly cooked. Oh my God. This steak is so flavorful. I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
It's really good. Thank you. It really is. I just realized that I'm almost at dessert and I haven't met the princesses yet. What do I do? Do I just wait here? Am I gonna meet them all at once? Are they gonna surround me like sharks? I'm definitely eating my anxiety. Oh, Jimmy, slow down, buddy. I almost choked again. I'm about to slip on my asparagus too. I have to say, as a world-renowned Disney World influencer. I have never had a better steak in the parks. I'm not joking. This is like one of the priciest restaurants and it's in the most iconic place. And surprisingly, it actually has the most iconic steak. The beast must have been super hydrated because that was so moist. It just basically melted in my mouth. It wasn't chewy at all. It was super lean, but also super juicy. And it had this crust on the edges that was extremely salty and just so charred. And it really sent flavor through the whole steak bite, if that makes sense. And then this garlicky butter was so strong and so creamy, almost like a cream sauce on the steak. It was just incredible. I am flabbergasted. You know what we need? We need a country princess that goes to Wawa and cleans manure. I mean, Belle already does that. She has to look after Beast. So, but still, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that would be really fierce. She could be named Peggy Mae Linda Sue. I'm giving that steak a 10 out of 10. Incredible. So the princesses finally started arriving. And first up, we have the princess that has never battled insomnia. Aurora! Hello, how are you? You look gorgeous. Are you tired or anything?
Oh, no,
or are you rested?
Sleep last night, and this morning I took a stroll through the forest.
Oh, I love a stroll through the forest. That's my favorite. With all the animals and the creatures talking to you. Love.
To come with me next time, perhaps we could do a waltzing lesson, Mr. I.
Oh, yes. Is that the owl with the cave? Yes, love him.
Take Prince Philip's hand, okay?
Oh my, he's so quirky. Thank you so much. Bye. Did I call the owl quirky? I just realized that I asked Aurora if she was tired. I didn't mean that she looked tired. Did that come off as an insult? I was trying to be camp. I was trying to play along with her little, oh, I'm so tired shtick, which she always lies about. She's not tired. She's lazy. Oh, someone else. Oh my goodness. Welcome, Ariel.
Tilapia!
Hi, Ariel. You look so beautiful.
You, are you having fun around Human World today?
The best time. I had the best steak. Trying all the human foods besides crab because we all know that's one of your besties.
Yeah, humans eat things a little bit differently than
Yeah,
mermaids.
exactly.
I like the human foods, but I like them with seaweed so much.
Seaweed, it's just a little sprinkle of that fishiness, right? Yeah.
That's my favorite. To combine.
Yes, thank you so much. It was so nice meeting you. Okay, she was so nice, okay? They're all very nice. I mean, they have to be nice. What are they gonna do, throw a menu at me? For dessert, I got the main star. The clock strikes 12. Isn't it pretty? It looks like a blue blob. Ding dong, Quasimodo. This looks amazing. So I picked this dessert because once again, she said it was the most iconic. Someone's coming. Okay, pause. Welcome, Jasmine. Okay, Jasmine's coming over here first. They all come here first. Hello, Jasmine. You look beautiful.
I think you look shiny.
Oh, thank you. How's everything? How's the carpet? How's the boo?
Oh, wonderful. Always up to some sort of monkey business, isn't he?
Yes, of course. He is so crazy, like you can't take him anywhere. You can't. He's just always causing mischief.
He is. I always say you can take a boo out of the street, but you can never take the street rat out of a boo.
No, not at all. Makes sense.
He has been getting more accustomed to palace life. I'm sure we'll get there at some point.
Yes, good for him. Thank you so much. It was so nice meeting you.
Bye.
Bye. She was so nice, but I think I'm losing my social energy. I couldn't come up with much. And she said I looked like shining or something, like a shining, shimmering, splendid. Edward? Merida. Merida's coming. Okay. Oh my God, she's crouching. Oh my gosh, Merida, you look amazing.
Even pulled my hair.
Same girl, same. I mean, look at all these tangles. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, so is your mom still like a bear? Oh, thankfully.
No, I promise you. There was a time a while ago waiting on her. Well, someday she's overbearing, but that...
Of course she's overbearing. Moms, right? And with the tapestry, like it got ripped and stuff, but it's all mended, right? You mended it.
Not a sailor, no. But I did too that one time alright and Angus my house, but never again. No. All of it now, like I promise you, I don't even touch those up there.
Perfect. I mean, like that was a bad fight, so I'm glad you guys made up.
Bit enough.
Yeah, thankfully.
I do recall the times when she was but we had some of the best times.
It was a bonding moment. You were like catching fish.
I had to laugh. Not so easy initially, but got better.
Exactly. Yeah.
You have a great
You
adventure.
too. Thank
May I
you.
tell you a secret?
Tell me.
The boys are inside.
Oh my gosh, that's
Brothers.
oh, the brothers are here.
Hide your cake.
Oh yeah, for sure. Thank you. You too. From what I understood, she was so nice. Let's try the clock strikes 12. This is a chocolate ganache tart topped with salted caramel coffee mousse. Coffee. Let's break the chocolate. This is what it looks like on the inside. Can you see it? Let's try it. Sorry, the clock struck me. Oh, wow. You know, I don't even drink coffee. You guys know this about me. All of my energy is from being vegan and being all natural. But this coffee tastes really good here. It's a very light coffee flavor, and it's extremely creamy and sweet. I thought I saw Snow White, but it was one of the waitresses. I jumped. She's the one that started it all and the one everyone is scared of. This coffee mousse is very whipped cream-y, and the chocolate ganache tart sounded like it would be very, very overly rich because chocolate ganache is such a, you know, it's so much. But this is a very lightly sweet chocolate ganache. It's not over the top. It's not icky, and it has this kind of shortbread tasting crust that's very crunchy, and it has this really silky, dense texture that I love. So overall, oh my gosh, it's so good.
Now I have some souvenirs for you.
Oh, souvenirs.
So I have an autograph card for you from Cinderella.
Thanch you.
It was prepaid with each reservation, so there is no bill.
Love.
And then you get to choose if you want to take home a sword or a wand today.
Ooh, I think a wand. Thank you so much. You were just like amazing the whole time. Oh my gosh, wait, so I prepaid before. I forgot I did that because it was 2 months ago. Yes, I booked this 2 months in advance because you have to. Girlies? Damn, from your neighborhood fairy. Tinkerbell could never. She's not as bald as me. She's not as pretty as me. And it says Cinderella's Royal Table. I think this is made out of real crystal and not Dollar Tree plastic. I'm very grateful for it. We also have our autograph card with all the names of all the princesses. I guess I met them all. We're done. Victory! I had a great time, but a very stressful time. Would I do it again? I'm not sure because I have not sweat this much in a while. I think I'm gonna give this dessert a nice 8 out of 10. Very, very good. So overall, the meal was pretty fantastic and the experience was great. So I guess I'll see you real soon at dinner time. Oh boy. Oh boy, I saw you real soon. I apologize for that Mickey impersonation. It was not very accurate. He actually sounds a lot worse. We are back again. As you can see, the castle shines with oh so much glee. Why do you guys watch me? We are on our way to Liberty Tree Tavern. I have never climbed that tree and I've never been there either. So I don't know where I'm going, but I'm assuming it's in the Burka section. I think that it's a set menu, like, unless if you're vegan, you just get the same thing as everyone else. Okay, so I'm looking for a tree. Where is it? Oh, maybe it's the one in Animal Kingdom. I'm in the wrong park. This is the section where Liberty Tree Tavern resides. And as you can see, it's very pioneer woman, very set of pots and pans sold exclusively at Walmart, and they have a bell. Oh my gosh, Quasi. There it is. This beautiful vessel is actually closing today. Today is the closing day. I'm gonna miss it so much, even though I've never been on it. I've never even stopped to look at it, to be honest. Found it. Now I'm a little confused because it's not a tree, but maybe it's the tree they used to build it. I get it. It's all about architectures and manufacturing and things like that. That's the American dream. As you can see, they have a gorgeous painting of a tree, just to represent the tree that this is based on. And as you can see, they are displaying pioneer woman's cookware. Looks a little crusty, but I don't judge business ventures. This is the waiting area. It's all wooden and very colonial, and they have these chandeliers that are very old, so I think if Sia tried to swing on them, they would just fall. Girlies, I love it in here. Everyone's dressed like they're in Little House on the Prairie, but like the first episode when they're going through the lakes and the river, and then Pa goes underwater and Ma's like, Charles! You know, like the bonnet look. It's honestly fierce. I kind of want one. This is where I was seated. It is a themed room. I'll explain that in a second. And it was just very nice, very homey. And this is the menu. As you can see, we have one option for the appetizer, entree, and dessert. That's it, girly. So you better like the menu or else leave. This is the appetizer they're forcing me to eat. It's the Declaration salad. And they also gave me some free rolls as well. Okay, girlies, since I last saw you, life has been very eventful. in good ways and bad ways. So my camera overheated in the sun, I think, and it froze and it wouldn't record, and it was a very scary moment for me and my whole career. But it seems okay now. Testing, beep bop boop, beep bop boop. Also, the hostess was like super nice, and she brought me to this room, and she was like, every room in this restaurant is themed as a different person. And I was like, oh, what's mine gonna be? George Washington, Abraham Lincoln. He was extremely tall and he never told a lie in his life. But then she was like, it's Thomas Jefferson. And I was like, oh. And she was like, do you know what he did? And I was like, is he the one with the light bulb? And she was like, no. And she laughed. And I was like, I thought he was the electric one, but it turns out Jefferson was just like another president. I have never heard of that man in my life. Anyways, let's try our little appetizer salad and our rolls. Like I said, it's a pre-chosen menu, so I didn't choose this. I hope it's good. These rolls seem to be buttered with some sort of a seasoning. These are incredible. I just want to throw them at you so you can feel the passion I have for them. They are sweet like a Hawaiian roll, but so much doughier. They turn into dough in your mouth, but like not in an undercooked way, in just a ooey gooey texture way, you know? And then this buttery spread has a lot of, I think, thyme, maybe space, maybe some rosemary. It tastes like stuffing basically, like that is the vibe. So it's like buttery stuffing flavored dough, and I love it. I'm giving them a 10 out of 10. Incredible. I would eat more, but I'm saving my appetite for all the different things that are coming with the meal. And there's a lot, because guess what? We're in America, land of the all-you-can-eat. This salad is called the Declaration Salad. Love the name. I'm sure when George Washington was signing it, he was like, you know, I think this would be a good salad name as well. We should do that in the future. I wish he lived to see this. Oh, Georgie. Wait, what does it have on it? I didn't even check. It has mixed greens, apples, cranberries, and cheese. What kind of cheese? It just says cheese with our house-made dressing. Okay, not a lot of details. We don't know what the dressing is and we don't know what the cheese is. What we do know is that it's filled with fruit. Even though people probably think I love fruit because I really embrace who I am, the truth is I don't like fruit in my salads. I've never been that kind of girl. And if you're that kind of girl, I'm trying not to judge. Oh, wow. Thank you so much.
We got turkey right here, pork, beef, mashed potatoes, and green beans.
Wow, it looks incredible.
And this is the turkey gravy and mac and cheese.
It's a whole boat of gravy. I love that. Thank you. Oh my God, this meal's huge. You guys aren't ready. Anyways, let's focus on the salad. It also has radishes. I didn't see radishes in the description. I saw the horse, but not the radish. That's my second horseradish joke of the day. Do I like this? Am I a man that loves fruit in his salad? Am I the villain? Slap my dusty wig and call me George Washington. Mama, I'm shaking. I adore this salad. Truly adore it. I did not see that coming. First of all, it's all very crisp, but very fresh. The cheese must be like white cheddar or something sharp because it's very salty, very tangy. The vinaigrette is so sour. It has such a strong vinegar flavor that's to be expected. And then the fruit adds a different kind of crunch and such a sweetness that goes so well with the vinaigrette and the salty cheese. So it's not giving just fruit in a salad. It is just kind of blending in and creating this amazing sweet, salty, tangy flavor. And then the cranberries add a nice little chewiness. I really love it. 10 out of 10. I'm gonna declare this salad the best in all of Disney. Aye, aye, Captain. There she is, the mother of all feasts. As you can see, we have so many different farm animals on this plate, and we also have some sides and some gravy, mac and cheese. I'll explain every single element in a second. You know who would love this place? Beth from Little Women. I feel like she would feel very at home with the decor. It's very ancient, and I can still smell the fever stuck in the paint, you know what I mean, from back in the day. And she would probably say, oh, the fever got me too. Wow, what a small world. Okay, this food looks amazing. They gave me some claws so I can cosplay as a lobster. This is roasted turkey, pot roast, oven roasted pork with mashed potatoes, seasonal vegetables, herb stuffing, and house-made mac and cheese, and of course gravy. How crazy is that? This is a true feast. Let's first try the seasonal vegetables, get them over with. Just like the veggies in Cinderella's lair, cooked perfectly, still crunchy, very salty, very buttery, and very garlicky. That's all I have to say about that. And I'm gonna stop eating the vegetables before I turn into a horse, because that's what happens to you when you eat too many vegetables, just so you know. Oh, you're eating kale all day, every day? You're gonna be a horse soon. And I'm gonna laugh while I eat Taco Bell. 10 out of 10. I can't complain about that. Let's try this turkey. You guys know I love turkey because it makes me sleep so well, but also Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday, so. Oh my gosh, the gravy, I almost forgot. Oh! Okay, so I don't love the gravy, but loving the turkey. It tastes like perfect Thanksgiving turkey. It tastes fresh, homemade, perfectly tender, not dry at all, and it's salty like on the inside, and the outside has a nice seasoned crust on it. It is simple, but it's classic. What more could you want from a place that's based on a president? Now, the gravy I think attended Camp Bell. It just tastes kind of like canned chicken soup with a creaminess to it and a thickness, but it isn't giving homemade gravy at all. And I covered my potatoes with it before trying them. I love being a genius. Potatoes. Mamma mia. Mmm. Those have more of a home-cooked southern feel to them than the potatoes in the castle. They have like the potato skins on them, and they have a bit more of a soupy texture, but I kind of like that. Also very classic, but very good. And to be honest, the gravy kind of goes better with the potatoes than it does with the turkey. I'm gonna give the potatoes a very strong 8 out of 10. Next up, we have the pork. So I thought this was more turkey when it came. I thought I got double the turkey. I thought it was my lucky day. I thought I was gonna sleep even better tonight, but no, it's pork. And I'm gonna have to use utensils like a human being for this. A lot of you know I'm half Cuban, and us Cubans know how to make our pork. So I have very high standards when it comes to the swines in the world. This is not a good one, in my opinion. First of all, I think pork should be more tender. This is very chewy. It reminds me more of like a Thanksgiving ham type of texture, but with no flavor. Like literally none. Typically pork tastes like pork, but this doesn't even taste like pork. It's like the pig had invisibility powers, and you just heard around you, and you're like, who's that? It's the invisible pig. It's just flavorless, chewy. It's just a disaster. I despise it. Next up, let's try the mac and cheese. So they gave me a serving spoon with it. Like I'm not gonna eat the whole bowl. I'm gonna eat the whole bowl. Velveeta, I haven't seen your brick-shaped cheese in a while. Are you still like building houses brick by brick? It tastes like boxed mac and cheese, but like not powdered. Like Velveeta, like the kind of mac and cheese that comes with a gorgeous silver metallic packet of goop. Tastes just like that. It has a very processed flavor to the cheese. There's no real cheese texture, no real cheese saltiness, and no sharpness. It's just a little bit sweet, but that's it. I would not recommend. I'm gonna fill up on other things because in the words of Maybelline, you're not worth it. Maybelline went total rebel recently and just changed up her whole brand. It's kind of dark. I'm gonna give that a 3 out of 10.
Pathetic.
Now this stuffing, which people call dressing. Girl, it's stuffing. Don't be crazy. People say there's a difference. There's not. Okay, yeah. I swear I am hearing like footsteps going up and down the stairs, but there's no, oh, there are people there. I thought no one could go up there. I was about to say it's haunted, it's not, it's just tourists. This is nice stuffing. It has the classic stuffing seasoning blend, very strong. It's potent. It has a typical bready texture. It's not too soggy. It doesn't have the ick. And it has like nice chunks of onions and things like that. So there's difference in texture. But once again, simple, basic. If you've had a homemade stuffing, you've had this. But it's good. Last but not least, we have the pot roast. I love pot roast, and it looks like it has barbecue sauce on it, maybe? Wait, I don't know. Okay. You know, I really enjoyed that, but I feel like a piece of trash because it kind of tasted canned. I'm not, wow. I'm not saying it's canned. Please don't come for me. I don't want to be haunted by you. I know a lot of other Disney adults would, so go haunt them. I'm not saying it's canned. I'm just saying there's a slight canned flavor in the background, but I still really enjoyed it. It had a very real texture. This was more of a beef gravy than a barbecue sauce, so I really enjoyed that also. And it had that classic rich, salty pot roast flavor, just with a hint of metallicness that I can't describe. So I think I'm gonna still give it like a 7 out of 10 because I still enjoyed it.
My dessert arrived. It is the ooey gooey toffee cake.
This looks incredible. You know what this is? I'm not sure what it is. Wait, let me see. This is an ooey gooey toffee cake, and it has a vanilla toffee cake, chocolate sauce, and vanilla ice cream. I love anything with toffee. I'm not ready right now. Ooh. Oh my God. Hold me back. Hold me back, mama. What was George Washington's wife named? Regina George Washington? This must have been made by Miss Georgina herself from the past. This is a time-traveling dessert because this is truly incredible. I can taste the history in it. Now I have to find out her actual name. Wait, wasn't it like, it was Martha. Who was the first lady? Martha! I'm a historian. Martha Washington. Oh my gosh, I think that's a lot better than Georgina. The texture of the ooey gooey toffee cake is almost like a brownie, but it's filled with like chocolate in the middle and it has more of a blondie flavor with like toffee chunks. There's a toffee background richness in there that is elevating it. And it's somehow not too sweet, thankfully. It is just so rich and enjoyable. And then the ice cream is almost like airy. It's like foamy and it has chunks of toffee on top of that. It's like a big goopy Heath bar. I'm obsessed. 10 out of 10. Guys, I really like this Liberty tree. Liberty, 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 liberty. Day 2. Whoa, this is too fast. I'm feeling great. Yesterday was a fantastic first day. I ate royal food. I also ate a home-cooked dinner by President. And I'm ready for today. Now, we are in a little bit of a pickle, as the British say. There has been a little change of plans with one of my future meals. I'll explain it during lunch. Anyways, let's get the day started. Woo! Yes! In the words of Jennifer Hudson, it's a new day, it's a new dawn. Wasn't that in a Lean Cuisine commercial or something? We are having our day 2 lunch in Adventureland. This area is very adventurous, obviously. They have a lot of forest. They also have the Swiss Robinson family tree house where they serve a lot of hot cocoa and they probably stink because they live in a tree house. They also have Jungle Cruise. Now this ride really worries me because when the robots take over, all of the animals in this ride, they're gonna take over Orlando. We are eating at Skipper Canteen. It's actually called Jungle Navigation Co. Ltd. Skipper Canteen. And this is the waiting area. They have all different shapes of chairs. So I sat on the most interesting looking one. It was super exciting. And this is the inside of the restaurant. As you can see, it's kind of like Jungle Cruise themed, minus the evil robots. And this is the menu, appetizers, entrees, all the good stuff, and also desserts, of course, as well. Pause if you're bored or nosy. For my appetizer, I got the Orinoco Ida's Cachapas. It's like a corn pancake with pork on top of it. So, I've been here twice. I am a seasoned skipper. I'm covered in paprika, oregano, and rosemary, both of them. Super nice sisters, and I've loved it every time. Now, when I ordered this today, I thought I hadn't had it, and I'm still not sure if I've had it, but I might have had it. So I'm gonna have to look into it afterwards and watch some of my old videos. But even if I have had it, I don't remember what it tastes like, obviously, so I'm super hyped. These are called cachapas, and they are basically, I think, little corn pancakes, almost like tamale type things. And they have sofrito braised. That was not just a brain fart, that was a brain caca. Sofrito braised pork, grilled corn salsa, and avocado crema. Let's try it. I'm so hungry. It is 1 p.m. and I haven't eaten. So if mama's a little extra mean today, I'm sorry, sweetie. Oh my. Oh my cachapa. Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras. Wow. And just like that, an appetizer meant for 3 people fed 1 big man. I mean, was that really meant to feed 3 people? 1 tiny little pancake per person? Who do I look like, Jiminy Cricket to you? The pancake itself tastes like a very soft, creamy tamale with the sweetness of cornbread. So it's kind of like a mix of both. And then it's kind of grilled on the outside like a pancake, so it has that buttery little crisp, you know, the one we all love. And the pork is super tender. See, as a half Cuban, I approve. George, Martha. It is lean yet juicy. It's limey, and it's perfectly shredded. And then the roasted corn added more corn, double the struggles of digesting it. And then there's like the salsa on top. It's kind of like a chimichurri. It has like a cilantro citrus burst flavor, and the avocado cream tastes like sour cream with avocado in it. And that's all I could ever want. I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. Now, let's talk about the pickle that I'm stuck in. It's so brined in here. I booked all the sit-down restaurants in Magic Kingdom for this video, right? And I had never been to Liberty Tree Tavern. I've never been there, and I've never been to the golden horseshoe, or whatever it's called, the silver horseshoe. I don't know. Anyways, yesterday I was browsing the menus of my future meals because I get excited by the menus. I look into them. I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna get that and that, even if it's 2 days away, you know? And I opened the metallic horseshoe menu. It turns out it's the exact same menu as the Liberty Tree Tavern, down to the ooey gooey toffee blondie. And I just cannot taste test the same thing twice in a video, like the same full meal. That would be unhinged. Thank you so much. This was amazing. I loved it.
Also, nothing like the backside of water.
Everyone always talks about the backside of water with the Jungle Cruise ride. What does that even mean? Like, I'm a Disney influencer. I don't even know what that means. Can someone tell me? Anyways, I canceled the horseshoe. So instead of eating at Magic Kingdom's 8 most expensive restaurants, I'm gonna be eating at the 7 most expensive restaurants. So I have to change the title. So hard for me. But not just that, I have a meal missing within the week. It's tomorrow night's dinner. So I'm thinking I might just do like a quick service meal to fill it in because I have to keep eating Magic Kingdom food. So I'm thinking maybe Pecco's Bill. I heard they have some newer items, so maybe we'll try those. I don't know. It'll be a little quick meal, okay?
For my entree, I got the duck fried rice featuring a chunk of duck. Real duck.
Wow. So I don't think Donald thought that he would end up on a pile of fried rice because he trusted Mickey, but never trust Mickey. He's a monster. Look what he did to Donald. Anyways, I got duck, quack, quack, and that is because I never get duck. I've only had it very, very few times, and I haven't loved it because it's kind of a greasy meat, but I'm gonna keep trying. And also, this sauce looks really good. It's with fried rice and tons of cucumbers. Let's give it a whoa. I'm gonna first try the fried rice by itself. Oh, salty. Oh, but good. With cucumber. Listen, is there someone with a hibachi table in the back just serving up sleighs? Because this tastes kind of like hibachi. It has that rich, deep, sweet soy sauce flavor that's so potent and rich. And it has an oniony flavor, a garlicky flavor, and just overall tastes very caramelized. But it has one glaring flaw, and that is the fact that it tastes like it has twice as much salt as your typical hibachi. And that is an issue. Now, I'm such a pig for hibachi that I will eat it even if it's very salty, and I'll still enjoy it. But I think that for people that are more sensitive to the crystals that are in the Himalayan mountains and that are pink, you might not like this, you know, but I love it. And these cucumbers are like slightly pickled. They have a sour flavor to them, and they go so well with the fried rice. So I'm gonna give the fried rice, I think, a 6 out of 10. It would have been like a 9 if it wasn't as salty. So now it's time for le confit. I thought it would be tender enough to just take apart with my fork, but it doesn't seem like it is, sweetie. Okay, wait, I got a piece. It also has a chili pepper. Let's try it. Oh my goodness, every time I see a duck in a lake now, I'm gonna say, you might be delicious. This duck is actually fantastic. It tastes like chicken. I think I've been having bad duck my whole life. It is not gamey whatsoever. It's not too greasy. It's very tender, and it's kind of crispy on the outside. Now, the sauce on it is really the main star. I think that's what really makes the duck taste amazing. It's so acidic. It's very sour. It almost has a slight cherry flavor to it. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. I'm just being uncultured, but that's what it tastes like to me. I have one critique though. It's mostly bone. I think that this was a very dainty duck. There's just not a lot of meat on it. I wish there was like 10 times more. Oh, but it has a fantastic flavor, so I'm gonna still give it a nice 7.5 out of 10. Very good. Next up, dessert.
Ooh, for my dessert, I got the Mystic Treasure. Ooh, it is a complex dessert, so be patient. I will be explaining it.
This looks so interesting. We have some sort of dessert here and what looks to be a chunk of a burnt omelet. Let's find out exactly what it is, because I just kind of picked. I was like, ooh, Mystic Treasure. It sounds good. So it's calamansi na malaka. What is that? Mango cremux and house-made graham cracker. I know what that is. Come on, s'mores. And then I don't know what that is. It's a surprise. Let's try it first. That's the best omelet I ever had. That's like a hardened caramelized sugar with a hint of citrus. Very nice. Now the actual dessert. Oh, it's very gelatinous and gooey. And some graham cracker. Oh. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh my god, that's so good. Girlies, I am a calamansi namelaka stan. That's my new favorite. The base tastes like a vanilla bean frappuccino mixed with a cheesecake. So it has that kind of light vanilla bean flavor with this slightly tart cheesiness. And then the mango blob on top. Oh my God, it's so citrusy, it's so sour, and it's so refreshing. And it goes so well with that vanilla flavor. It's ridiculous. And then the graham cracker tasted like any old graham cracker. Like a graham cracker's graham cracker, Pepsi's Pepsi, you know? And overall, it has this really silky, extremely creamy texture that is so satisfying to eat. I just adore it. I adore it. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. Well, another sleigh at Skipper's Canteen. Olay! I wanted to make it rhyme, okay?
What is that? What is that? Guys, Donald Duck is back and he's on Ozempic. In all seriousness, what is that? It's like a giraffe duck. For our day 2 dinner, we are going to the Crystal Palace, which is an all-you-can-eat buffet and a character dining moment with the cast of Winnie the Pooh. Even though the building might be crystal, the benches are very hard iron that Tony Stark could make a suit out of. Ow. The inside of the Crystal Palace obviously is gorgeous, but there aren't as many crystals as expected. Maybe they're like within the walls, kind of like Bruno in the Encanto house. He was just stuck in those walls. So these are the all-you-can-eat options. We have different rolls, salads, and we have shrimp and other things surrounding the shrimp. I don't know what those things are. Also, we have some fried chicken. We got some, this is going too fast, Timmy. Some mashed potatoes, some collard greens, broccoli, potatoes, rice, chana masala. You can just pause and look closely and figure out what all the things are. I tried most of it anyway, so just stay tuned. Okay, you're gonna see it all being digested. Besides the carved meats. I always forget to get the carved meats. I guess my brain isn't classy enough to remember. And here's the desserts. They have a lot of little mini desserts and some extra cookies and I think cake.
Okay, so I've been here once before. It was my first Disney video ever, and I was super nervous to meet Piglet and all of them, and Piglet really was a lot, and he did a little too much, and he actually kind of scared me.
I think that Piglet's coming next, guys. What? You're slaying the camera. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
And they're currently surrounding me. I don't know which one's gonna come here first. Basically, I'm gonna face my trauma. And I'm not as nervous as I was when I met the princesses, because those are like actual human beings, but these are like stuffed animals. So Tigger's coming. I don't know what to say to him. I don't even know his life. Hey Tigger, how are you? You look amazing. You look younger than ever. Oh yes, it's you. It's you. I'm a big fan. Look, you wanna say hi? Yes! Woohoo! Ew. Thank you so much. It was so nice meeting you. I literally ran out of thoughts and I lied to him. I said I was a big fan. I've never met that man in my life. Now I am gonna have a lot to say to Piglet because I feel like I need to make amends. That was so cringe, guys. I'm so sorry I had to see that. I thought I got better, but it turns out in these past couple years of vlogging at Disney, I've made no progress.
On my first plate, I got some collard greens. I got some vegetable chana masala with rice, some roasted carrots, roasted potatoes, and this shrimp creole.
So as I was getting my delicious smelling food, I realized I'm gonna be meeting Eeyore as well. I have him on my back, like a back pimple. And his whole thing is that he's sad, right? I'm gonna try to cheer him up. I'm gonna make a couple jokes. Maybe I should tell him about my gout story because that made me very sad when it happened to me, and maybe he can like relate to that. Okay, let's first try roasted carrots. They look extra roasted. They look like a dragon burped on them. I'm kind of scared. Oh my gosh, my vision just got so much better. I don't need these. Those are fantastic roasted carrots. I hate when a roasted carrot is too mushy. Am I having a sweet potato? Are we in the sweet version of Idaho? I don't think so. They are tender on the outside and still a tiny bit crunchy on the inside. And they taste slow cooked. They have a buttery, salty flavor, but they also have a sweet honey drizzle that I'm sure Pooh snuck in there. He has to put honey on everything. Glutton. Those are perfect roasted carrots. 10 out of 10. I have no complaints. Okay, next up we have these shrimp creoles. They look very seasoned and very buttery as well. Oh, salty. Okay, wow, way too salty. Oh my gosh, I know they're from the ocean, but girl, you're on Earth now. Drop the salt. Wait, the ocean is on Earth. Who? I was homeschooled.
So they're perfectly cooked and they're not fishy at all. They have a perfect shrimp flavor and they taste very seasoned. They have this like Cajun seasoning to them. They're very buttery, but there's just such a strong salt content that it kind of ruins them for me. I can't take another bite. I'll bloat. So I think I'm gonna have to give them a 5 out of 10 because other than the salt, they were perfect, but they're basically inedible. So next up, we have these little potatoes. So these look very simple, very plain. Oh wait, I think they're called like marble potatoes. I inhaled a little chunk of Idaho. Listen, don't underestimate a simple roasted marble potato. They're very nicely salted. They have a nice bite to them. And the skin is almost like crunchy, which is very nice. And they're just very tender on the inside. They are very simple. But I think as a side with like a chicken that has a lot of sauce, they would taste really, really good. I'm gonna give those a 7.5. Very nice. Next up, we got collard greens. So I've had collard greens, I think once. And I think I liked them at first, but then they got bitter. Maybe they were made wrong. So let's see how this tastes. Green eggs and ham, I am Sam. Sam, I am Sam. And I'm also ham. These are very hammy. I like them. Actually, I like them a lot. You know, they kind of taste like pork and beans, but instead of the beans, we got greens. I didn't plan that. It just happened. They're very tender and they're perfectly salty and they have a little bit of a vinegar tartness. I just spit and Piglet is right there. Very, very nice. I'm gonna give them a nice strong 8 out of 10. I love the tanginess. Thank you so much. And now this is vegetable chana masala. I don't even like squash, but I guess I do now. Hello, squash family. How do you do? That chana masala is truly fantastic. It tastes just as good as any like Indian restaurant type of dish. It is so tomatoey and it's so bright, almost like a really fresh marinara. But instead of Italiano spices, it has more of a garam masala curry flavor to it, but very light and it's a little bit sweet. I think it's very hearty. I love the chickpeas and the squash, even though squashes have been dragged by me on my channel before because they have such a high water content. It's like chewing Dasani, but not today. Today, it was infused with the deliciousness and I loved it. And the rice is super fluffy. 10 out of 10. Wow. On my second plate, I got some ropa vieja. I also got some 4-cheese mac and cheese, a chicken tender covered in gravy and hot honey as well, and some salmon. I did get salmon because mama is getting braver and braver. And I got this country fried chicken tender with like gravy and hot honey sauce. Now, I think I've had this before, but I think it was just gravy and cheese and not hot honey. So that sounds different. That sounds good. I got some mac and cheese, some ropa vieja. Now, ropa vieja is a Cuban dish. Well, it might be from other places too, but it is in Cuba. And I think it means like dried up clothes or something or something. No, or is that vaca frita? No, that's fried cow. This is the dried clothes right here. And so ropa vieja is basically this like shredded beef in a tomatoey sauce. Love it. Let's try it. And let's see if this version is as authentic as I am. Oh! Okay, I'm impressed. Mickey might have some Latina in him. It isn't Mickey Mouse, it's Mickey Lachon. It isn't perfect, but it's pretty close to the real thing. It is very tender. It's lean, there's no little fat blobs. And it has the iconic ropa vieja cooking wine flavor. That's like the main star here. With a little bit of a tomatoiness, a very strong garlickiness. But I do feel like the flavor is a little bit light. I think it could be stronger, but it's not bad. It's a pretty close knockoff. So I'm gonna have to give it a 7 out of 10. Yes, I am being generous today. Just like Ellen. Okay, so now let's try this 4-cheese mac and cheese. It has like green onions and bacon in it, so okay. That is definitely much better than George Washington's mac and cheese. Maybe he couldn't taste past the wood in his teeth. Maybe it's that. Maybe he had a splinter and he couldn't focus on the cheese. That tastes like a really nice, sharp Alfredo sauce more than a mac and cheese sauce, which is not a terrible thing. It still tastes really good. It has a very strong Parmesan flavor and the texture of the sauce actually does have a homemade texture. It has a very strong like, oh, yours coming. Timmy, focus. It has a very strong Parmesan flavor and the texture of the sauce actually does have a homemade texture, which is very shocking. It has that kind of flowery vibe. He's limping over here. Eeyore's limping. Let me get the camera ready. And it does have that kind of fake bacon bit flavor to it, but not too much. It doesn't take over. I still can really taste the cheesiness. So overall, it isn't amazing, but it's not bad either. I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10. Eeyore, hi, how are you? You look so happy today compared to your like usual self. I get sad too. You know, once I ate 60 turkey pepperonis and I got the gout. Yeah, and I was very sad about that. My foot really hurt. It was like swollen. And so it happens to all of us. I just want to say that. And you are a warrior. Okay, so thank you so much. It was so nice meeting you. Love you. XOXO, gossip girl. Honestly, that felt like a therapy session. I was nervous at first, but once I started speaking my truth and where I've been, it just poured out. Anyways, let's try our salmon, shall we? So I forget what kind of salmon this is, but it seems to have a little chunk of mango on it. So it's tropical. Ay, puppy. So, you guys know I'm not the biggest fish person, and I typically don't love salmon just because it is one of the more fishier fishes of the sea, and this is fishy, but it has this really nice kind of teriyaki, brown sugary, sweet glaze on it that is kind of balancing that oceanic essence out, and I feel like that made it more enjoyable, and I also like the texture. It wasn't too soft. I've had salmon in the past that has more of like a fatty, gooey texture. This one's very chicken-like, so this is very Jessica Simpson, chicken of the sea. It's very combo. So I think I'm gonna give it a nice strong 8. Last but not least, we have this country fried chicken tender with hot honey and gravy. Oh my god. That is delicious in a very dessert-like way. And I know that sounds crazy and not possible, but it is. Brandy was lying when she said it's impossible. This tender in particular reminds me a lot of Publix's tenders. Now, I know that sounds like an insult because it's a supermarket, but Publix is above the rest. And they actually have very nice tenders. It has the same like thickness and the same texture and the same type of breading that's like kind of thin and a little bit soggy, but still good. It has a very strong black pepper flavor, and then the gravy tastes like good old country gravy, you know, from Arkansas. Or one of those places. And then the hot honey, I think that's where the dessert aspect comes in. It's the sweetest hot honey I've ever had. It almost tastes like caramel, like spicy caramel, but it somehow goes so well with the gravy and the chicken tender and just kind of brings it all to life. So I really, really like that. I'm gonna give it a nice strong 9 out of 10. And for my dessert, I got a strawberry chocolate cupcake, this honey mousse, and this random parfait thingy. Okay, so I think Piglet should be coming here soon, and also Pooh. Now, I know what I want to say to Piglet, but Pooh, that's a Tigger type of situation type deal. That's a man I don't know much about besides the fact that he engorges on honey, and I know that bees despise him. What about the ecosystem, Pooh? What about that? Let's first try this strawberry chocolate cupcake. There's a little piece of chocolate in there. Let's see. The girls that know me know I love strawberry cake. There's something about strawberry cake that's very special and extra delicious. And this is a fantastic strawberry cake. It's so moist. It has such a strong strawberry flavor. It doesn't have that fake extract strawberry flavor. It tastes like real strawberries. And the little pieces of chocolate just elevate it and make it a little more rich. And then the frosting tastes like a cream cheese frosting. I'm not the biggest frosting person, but this one's actually decent. So I really love this cupcake. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. And now the honey mousse cake. Oh, it's extra jiggly. I think I tried this, but I don't remember what it tastes like. Interesting. Oh, there's a slight cinnamon flavor, which I am liking, but something about it tastes sulfuric, kind of like Yellowstone National Park, but it's so slight that it doesn't really bother me. And there is a honey flavor in there. It's just not super strong. So it's interesting. It's like a light, sweet dessert with a hint of cinnamon, a hint of Yellowstone, and a hint of honey. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. Last but not least, we have this parfait. I'm not really sure what it is. It just looks like frosting and cake. That tastes like they had too much chocolate cake left over, so they crumbled it and then burnt the crumbs and then put it with this milk-flavored mousse that doesn't have much flavor either. So it's weird. It's a little burnt and crusty. I would not get this again. I'm gonna have more of the strawberry cake. I'm gonna have to give that parfait thing a 4 out of 10. What is that?
Is that all right, my friend?
Oh, yes, great.
Yeah.
Ooh, hello. Hello, how are you? Oh, yes.
this is you. I forgot to show you that. I'm a big, big, big fan, and I love honey too. I love hot honey on chicken. Do you like hot honey on chicken? No, it's a little spicy for you. You like the classic honey. Oh my gosh, it was so nice meeting you. Oh, thank you so much. Bye. Have a good day. Girl, I just winged it. Oh, Piglet, hello, how are you? Oh my goodness, long time no see. You are my favorite pig. Peppa is a flop. You are the best. You're the best piece of bacon I ever saw. And I'm so glad we could reconnect like this. Have a great day. Thank you. I really feel like something shifted there. We made a new memory, a good one, and I think I can finally move on. And I think he loved when I dragged Peppa. He hates her, as we all do. Day 3. Oh, it's midnight. I'm late. Oh, see, Cindy, it's that easy to put your shoe back on. It's officially day 3. I'm still feeling great. I had some emotional breakthroughs yesterday with a certain swine, and it was just a truly magical day. Today's gonna be great too, even though one of the meals is gonna be a bonus meal and not an expensive meal. It's still gonna be fun. We're gonna make the best of it. Oh, but it's not caviar. Oh, it's not champagne. It doesn't have little bubbles in it. Get over it. It's gonna be great. Also, when I checked in for parking, the cast member said, "Welcome back." I am not ashamed to be a Disney adult. I am not ashamed to wear this piece of duck fried rice right on my belly. I am recording this voiceover after the challenge ended. Guys, I just ate a turkey Panera sandwich, and I'm having the best turkey burps. They taste delicious, honestly. So if you hear one of my turkey burps, just know it's gonna sound like this. Oh! For my day 3 lunch, we are eating at Tony's Town Square restaurant. I've been here once before. It's an Italian restaurant, and it's based on these 2 dogs that eat spaghetti and meatballs. Now, last time I didn't know who these dogs were, and you guys were like, "Timmy, what do you mean? You haven't seen the movie with the dogs eating the spaghetti?" And I said, No, I have not. And dogs shouldn't eat spaghetti because it could give them really bad dogorrhea. I'm just joking, obviously. Of course I've seen it. I'm just trying to play along with my past self, who was a trickster. But I've grown up now. I have seen it. Look at this gorgeous canine statue. Smells like wet dog, but it's still very beautiful. The restaurant inside is so gorgeous. It's very artsy. There's tons of pictures on the wall. And this one kind of upset me because why is she being silenced? It's 2025. This is the menu, mi amore. Look over it if you'd like. Girlies, I have a lot to fill you in on. Okay, it's been an intense 15 minutes. First of all, I'm surrounded by dogs. I feel like I'm at a PetSmart. Second of all, I stuttered so bad when I checked in. Like, so bad. I was like frozen for a good 5 seconds. And I don't know why. I've been able to talk to the characters, talk to the waiters pretty seamlessly this week, but checking in has been really getting to me. I just overthink it and then I just get so stuck. So I just had to get that out and vent to you guys because we're besties. But I just have to remember that it's okay to stutter, and also the more that I stutter sometimes, the less embarrassed I get because I'm like, whatever, it's happened a billion times before. So, and if you have a stutter, girl, accept it. Even if I struggle to sometimes, I have to tell myself that. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Ooh, that looks amazing. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Girlies, I got the zupa sasgano. Oh, I can just smell that this is gonna bring my spirits right back up to Flavor Town. Guy, I'm coming back up. Prepare. This is the seasonal soup, and I almost got the, what's it called? The caprese tomate mozzarella salad. I almost got that, but then I asked the waitress, I was like, what's the seasonal soup of the day? And she was like, the zupa toscana, of course. And I said, Mamma mia, like the Olive Garden one? I'll take it. And so basically, I think that this certain zupa toscana has gnocchi, which is exciting because I love gnocchi, and also a sausage, red peppers, carrots, some sort of a stem, which I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy because I'm vegan. So let's just try this. I'm ready. Oh. It's so good. I love that the sausage is like slightly spicy.
It's one of my favorites. It has a slight bite to it. I wish it was a little bit spicier.
Same. Because I love like spicy food.
Would you like some red pepper chili flakes?
Sure, thank you. See, I spoke so perfectly to her. Why do I have to say my name? Can I just get like my name tattooed on my forehead and just be like, here, this is the reservation. Thank you so much.
Yes.
This is like almost fantastic. I'm really enjoying it. And if I had 4 bowls of it, it would be the almost fantastic 4. You didn't laugh at that? Girl, I might as well just go home. I can't talk, I can't joke. The sausage is by far the star. It brings the most flavor. It does have a little bit of spiciness to it, like I said. It has that perfect, almost like ground chicken texture. There's no icky sausage, chunks of cartilage or ear, nothing like that. It's just all meatiness and it's salty. And then the broth is quite simple. It's almost like a creamy chicken broth with some Italian seasonings in it. And that's basically it, but it's really letting the sausage shine. I think my only issue here is the gnocchi. I think it has a little bit of a chalky texture to it. I think it could be more creamy and a bit more bouncy, you know? I kind of want it to feel more so like a foam mattress, and currently it's kind of giving spring mattress from the 90s, but it's still, oh my God, okay, it's not that bad. It tastes good still. I just don't love the texture, but overall, it's a pretty good soup. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
For my entree, I got the vodka pasta with chicken as well, and a whole side of cheese. Lactose intolerant girlies just farted.
So this is the rigatoni alla vodka. Rigatoni tossed in a classic tomato vodka sauce, topped with citrus herb breadcrumbs. Love a citrus burst in my pasta. Where'd that come from? And my wonderful waitress, who is just fantastic, brought me a whole side of cheese without me even asking. Now that's fierce. I'm feeling nostalgic right now because a lot of you know one of my best friends is Giada Della, the Food Network chef, who is also world-renowned, as am I, so we can really relate on that level. Every time that I've come to Magic Kingdom with Giada, she's always said, you know what, Timmy, go and ride all the rides. I'm just gonna stay here at Tony's Ravioli. No, sorry, Tony's Rigatoni. Wait, what's it called? Tony's Restaurant. And I'm always like, Giada, are you sure you don't want to like ride the rides? And she's like, no, I just want to be here all day so I can eat my spaghetti and I can drink some ricotta. Anyways, let's try some of the chicken with the pasta. I'm excited. And just a little bit of arrivederci and a sprinkle of gemapele. I want to love it so badly, I really do. Because I know Giada loves it, so it must be authentic. But there's so much lacking. It's definitely not bad. I just expected a lot more because I feel like vodka pasta is kind of an easy slay. But this is just okay. I will say the noodles are perfectly al dente. So I'm impressed with that. I mean, if they weren't, I'd be shocked. Oh, it's so good. So good. I love it. Liar! That was only half a lie. Don't judge me. It isn't like bad enough to send back or anything. So the chicken tastes like a rotisserie chicken without the super flavorful skin. So it's just plain like shredded cooked chicken. There's not much more to say about that. So that's a little disappointing. If I'm expecting grilled chicken, I want a bit of a seared flavor, but I think the sauce is the main culprit. It does have a slight tomatoey flavor, a little bit of sweetness, a tiny bit of tanginess, but it's not rich at all. It's very light and it's also very thin. It doesn't really stick to the pasta that well. I just wanted more of a bright acidic tomatoiness, and I wanted more of a creaminess and more of a cheesiness. And even though it's vodka sauce, I'm really not feeling like having a party. I thought I would. I don't know, it's just very lackluster. I'm gonna have to give it a 4.5 out of 10.
For my dessert, I got the seasonal cannolis, which are birthday cake flavored.
So I have a secret that I've been hiding from Giada, and even though we are so close and we tell each other everything, I know which kind of pasta is her favorite. I won't tell, because that's a bit too personal, but I've been lying to her about something. The truth is, I've never had a cannoli that I liked. Even at her house, she made me cannolis once, and she was like, this is my Nona's recipe for me. And I bit into it, almost gagged, and said, Giada, it's so good. It's so good. Your Nona's incredible. But today I thought to myself, you know, let me give it another chance. This is a seasonal cannoli, and it's birthday cake flavored. So it might taste totally different. I'm gonna take these home to Alejandro because I don't want to eat any more of it. This tastes like any old cannoli. I don't taste a hint of birthday celebration. I've never understood the cannoli wrapper because it's kind of like an egg roll wrapper, but just not good. It's missing flavor. It's kind of like a hard, crunchy piece of cardboard from USPS. And I've never understood the filling either. If it was filled with more of a custard, I would probably really enjoy it. I love a custard. But this is more of an icky, sweet frosting. And shockingly, the frosting doesn't even taste like birthday cake frosting, but it's just like plain, really strong vanilla frosting, so it's icky sweet. I don't like the crust. I hate it. Now, I don't think this is Tony's fault. I think, like I said, I just don't like cannolis in general. So I'm gonna be fair and still give it a 5 out of 10, just in case if cannoli stands love it. But truthfully, it's a 2. So today's meal was a bit mediocre overall, but the waitress was incredible.
Okay, girlies, so this is the bonus meal. We are going to Pecos Bill Tall Tale Inn Cafe, which is a quick service place, and they serve like Mexican food. I've been here a couple times, but these are some of the new items they have. I got the tamale bowl. I also got this new Southwest Caesar salad and this corn-shaped dessert. It's giving signs. It's behind.
Have you ever been to Pecos Bill's? Was it a Tall Tale Inn? Right. Okay, so we're at Pecos Bill for our bonus meal. This is not part of the challenge. This is just because I have to eat dinner. I mean, look at me. I'm a growing man. I need my nutrition, and Pecos Bill has it. He has the kale, he has the corn, and he has the mousse that looks like corn. Okay, let's first try this salad. So this is called the Southwest Caesar salad. I love Caesar salads, even if they have a little bit of anchovy in them. A little Ariel never hurt anybody. Romaine tossed in creamy salsa verde dressing, pepitas, which I think are pumpkin seeds, right? But they don't want to say that because they don't want Cinderella to come over here and be like, give me some, I need a new car. Queso fresco, pico de gallo, and tortilla strips. So it sounds really good. And oh, I got the new citrus chipotle chicken on it. They have 3 meat options. That, cherry barbecue cola pork, which I got on the tamale, and green chili beef. Okay, the chicken looks very saucy. Their old chicken was tasteless, dry, but also it had a lot of wetness somehow. It was like dried chicken in a puddle. Okay, let's get some of everything. Let's look at the positives. Let's celebrate them. It's big. And that's what people say about my head when they look at my face and they can't think of a compliment. I really, really love the Caesar dressing. I think it is an extremely tangy Caesar. It has a lot of citrus vibes. There's no anchovy flavor. I think they omitted that. Okay, maybe I'm not that dumb because omitted is a really big word that I've never used in my life and it just came to me. I don't think Einstein was this gaggy. It is just super lemony and I love that. I do think the lettuce is very thick. Like there's certain lettuces that are extra watery, almost like the squash family, just like super full of aquafina and also Fuji. I like the pepitas. They're nice and crunchy and roasted tasting. I like the tortilla strips. They add a little bit of a cakey texture because they get kind of soggy. And I like the pico. What I don't like is the chicken. I really don't like it at all. If it gobbled at me, I would say, oh, go away. It does taste real, so that's good. I think that there's some white meat pieces and some dark meat pieces. So it's kind of like the whole chicken. That's fine with me. What I don't like is the flavor and the seasoning blend. To me, it tastes like extra salty taco seasoning, but on chicken. And it's not soaked into it. It's just kind of laying on top of it like a slime. It just has so much cumin and salt. That's really all I can taste. And I don't think that it blends well with the salad at all. I'm sorry, you can't sit with Caesar. I'm gonna have to give the chicken a 3 out of 10, but the salad itself, a nice 7. Next up, we have the steamed tamale. It has green chilies and cheese inside of it with stewed pinto beans, cilantro, lime rice, queso fresco, and pico de gallo. And I got it with the cherry barbecue cola pork. Are you telling me between yesterday and today they soaked Piglet in a soda pop brine right after we were able to make amends? Oh, it's tragic. I'm not happy at all. I win, Piglet. Let me try everything separately. Let me do that. Okay, rice. Okay, I got the shivers on my face, on my eyelash. The pork. Where's the carbonation, Piglet? Are you telling me you sat in that brine for about 24 hours and you didn't keep any bubbles with you? That's crazy. Let's just go through each element. The tamale has a good tamale texture. Classic, but flavor-wise, it's so much less flavorful than your typical tamale. It tastes watery, watered down corn. You'd think that would make it grow better, but it doesn't. Just ask the aliens making the crop circles. They'll say, and that translates to, no, sis. And then the rice, to be honest, tastes like a microwaved pack of rice. It doesn't taste fresh, it's not fluffy. And I like cilantro lime rice, but this one has too much cilantro. That's like the main star, and it shouldn't be the main star. It should be complementing the lime and boosting the acidity to make it taste more exciting. And this one doesn't do that. The pinto beans taste like they poured a can of Goya. Not Goya, with the bean juice into a pot and said, here, is this magical enough for you? But I think the worst part is the cherry cola pork. It doesn't taste like soda. It doesn't taste unique. It just tastes like the most sweet barbecue sauce you've ever had in your life. It is so sweet that honestly, I think I'm done with sugar for the day just because I don't want to get too hyper, you know? I mean, it has a good texture. It's nicely shredded, but I literally just taste sugary sweetness and that's it. So to me, this is a full flop. Every aspect of it is absolutely terrible. I'm giving it a 1 out of 10. Well, I guess we're having salad for dinner, but I'm used to it because I'm vegan. And now let's try the dessert. So this was made by a magician for sure because there's an illusion casted on it to look like corn. But guess what? It's not corn and it's probably digestible. So that's a win. This is the sweet corn mousse. It has white chocolate and raspberry powder. Okay, bon appetit. Oh, it's very gelatinous. Wow. Oh my. Oh my. Wow. I'm salivating, I'm dripping. I really thought I was gonna have to drag that corn by its husk, but that's one of my favorite things I've had all week. You know, sometimes I get insecure about the fact that I'm not your typical farmer. Like I go to farmer conventions and they're like, you're a farmer? And I'm like, yeah, I'm a farmer. And what? I have a wife named Tammy as well, and what? But the fact that I enjoyed a dish made with corn this much really makes me feel valid in my farmerhood. That is truly incredible. The texture is like flan. It's creamy with a tiny little bounce to it. And it tastes like cornbread meets caramelized popcorn. That's the flavor profile. And then the raspberry dust added this really tart flavor that went so well with the corn. It's just ridiculous. I'm giving that a 10 out of 10. A full slay. Day 4. Ow. Guys, when I was getting out of my car, I almost fell out of it for some reason. I couldn't get my foot in and my back kind of bent and I think I pulled a tenderloin. I felt like pregnant Bella when she drops her glass and she's like, ugh! I think my chicken tenderloin is feeling better. I'm excited for the final day, guys. We have 2 iconic restaurants lined up for the grand finale. It is gonna be magical and full of Tinkerbell's dandruff. If you use Head & Shoulders, you can't fly, I'm sorry. We are having our day 4 lunch on Main Street, right next to this arcade. Girl, that's not an arcade, that's a lie. Mickey's manipulating all of you. Can't you see that? Wake up. Anyways, I'm rambling. This is where we are having lunch, the Plaza restaurant. So I'm guessing it's based on the hotel from that bridal movie with Anne Hathaway and Kate Hudson. I didn't know that was a Disney property. And this is the inside. It's very elegant. A lot of gold, a lot of glass, a lot of silver, a lot of Zales, a lot of Jareds. And for my appetizer, I got the house salad with some bright vegetables on top. Okay, girly, so I've been here once before. Last time I was here, Eloise was wreaking havoc. She was throwing food at people. She was screaming, my parents don't love me. I'm being raised by a nanny. And she threw a hot pot pie at my face. And she didn't even let it cool down. Also, the food wasn't very good. I got a turkey club sandwich. It was so dry, tasteless, evil. And I also got the loaded fries. Trash, processed, disgusting. And I just did not enjoy my time, but the waitress was very nice, and this waitress today is super nice, so amazing service here. And I'm all about second chances. I feel like I'm a very understanding person, and I'm also a very naive person that will let people walk all over me. So I'm ready for this meal. I did get a house salad as my appetizer because the other appetizer options were the soup. I had the soup last time, and the loaded fries, which I had as my side last time. So that's why we're having this. It does have a maple vinaigrette, which is so different and so Canadian. It's very a boot, and it also has some cucumber pieces and some and also a lot of greens, but it's the healthy kind of greens, the kinds that give you minerals and vitamins that make your nails stronger, you know. In the words of Beyonce, listen. I really love the dressing. It tastes kind of like any old vinaigrette. It's very sour, but it is a little sweeter. And I'm enjoying the sweetness. It isn't really a maple sweetness. It's more like a typical sugar sweetness, but it's very nice and tangy. And it does have a thick texture that really sticks to the lettuce. It isn't watery. And I do think all the veggies taste very crisp. The vegan inside of me is saying, I love trees. Oh, perfect timing. Thank you. Oh, that looks amazing. Wow. This is what I got. You're going to see in a second. It smells incredible. It actually kind of smells like a banquet chicken nugget, but in a good way. Anyways, this salad desperately needs toppings that aren't just vegetables. It needs a cheese. I need a saltiness to balance out all that tanginess and the sweetness. And it really needs something crispy. I know the cucumbers are crispy, but that doesn't count because it's also a vegetable. No, it's a fruit. So am I. It needs either a seed or a crouton, just something to change the texture up and to add a different kind of more carby flavor, you know? I am enjoying it. I just think it could be better. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10.
For my entree, I got the pot roast stack, which came with onion rings and a side of green beans. No, they're not similar to pinto or garbanzo. They're much more like the green giant, just shrunken down.
I am so grateful Eloise didn't throw this at me because I think the onion rings would have scratched me for sure and it would have hurt even more. This is the pot roast stack. So it's slow roasted beef piled high. Not that high. On thick cut toast with mashed potatoes, vegetables, caramelized onion gravy, and onion rings. Last time I had a pot roast stack, it was at an Amish restaurant. It was a freshly churned piece of meat, and the meat was good, but I didn't like the rest of it. So hopefully I'll like this. Let's first try the green beans. Let's continue our vegetable extravaganza. Ooh. You know when green beans have the texture that like is like kind of rubbery and they scratch your molars and you're like chalkboard? That's what these have. Otherwise, they're not bad. I do think that the green beans in Cinderella's massive shoe were better. I think they tasted fresher. They were more crisp and they were a lot more buttery and had a lot more salt. These just kind of taste like cooked green beans with some pepper. At least they don't taste canned. So let's celebrate that. Even though they made me feel like my teeth were solving an algebra equation, I'm gonna give them a 5 out of 10. I think that's fair. Now let's try an onion ring. They are stacked on top, but I wanna try them separately as well, just to see what she's giving. Okay, Eloise better watch her cholesterol, because if I lived here, I'd be eating these every day. Those are better than expected. I really thought they would be mediocre, very like soggy onion rings, but they're not at all. They're very, very good. They're not greasy, and they have the classic onion ring like batter flavor that we all know and love with a slight fair food sweetness. So that is fantastic. I do think they could use more salt, but otherwise they're pretty strong. I'm gonna give them an 8 out of 10. Okay. I don't think the Amish could do that. Oh, sorry, Tabitha. Find a different path. Are you from Milwaukee? I'm sorry. Okay, so now let's try the actual entree, the toast with the mashed potato and the pot roast. You didn't see that? Oh my gosh. It was just too much mashed potato. I didn't realize there was that much mashed potato on there. The Idahoans didn't warn me. You know what, girlies? This is much better than I expected. It really is. I expected gutter trash based on my last meal here, but I really like the pot roast. I think it tastes a bit more real than George Washington's pot roast, which is crazy because Martha didn't even exist at the time where there were preservatives, but it tasted more preserved. This isn't the best pot roast I've ever had, but it tastes fresher. It tastes realer. There's no canned flavor whatsoever. It had a very nice texture, not too chewy. There was a little blub effect, but that's expected when you're eating a real life animal. The potato does taste fresh, but it's very simple. It has the little pieces of the potato skin in it, and it's buttery and salty. But once again, very, very simple. It's fine with me. And the bread tastes really fresh, and it got way less soggy than the Amish bread I had. It might be because they toasted it before, and this onion gravy is so rich, and it just kind of tastes like a really nice French onion soup. So I think it all goes very well together, and I'm very happy with it. I'm gonna give this entree a nice 7 out of 10.
For my dessert, I got the s'mores cake with goopy marshmallows on top and also some chocolate sauce underneath.
This is the s'mores cake. It's a chocolate cake with chocolate ganache, toasted graham crackers, cracker crumbs, and toasted marshmallow mousse. Now, last time I was here, I got the cotton candy cheesecake, which I think is gone. It was like a 3-tier cake, but it was like this big. It was like a personal little wedding cake. And it had a blob of cotton candy that of course melted the moment I inhaled it. And it was pink and it looked monstrous, but I kind of loved that. This looks much more elegant and I love s'mores. So let's get some marshmallow, some of everything. There's mint in this. It tastes minty. Colgate. It's definitely not bad. It's just puzzling and confusing. I feel like I'm Jigsaw.
Do you want to play a game? I have massive cheekbones. You want to use some highlighter?
It tastes more like a Thin Mint themed cake than a s'mores cake. I'm really not getting s'mores at all, even with the marshmallows and things like that. It is not giving campfire. It's not giving the forest. It's not giving yellow jackets, thankfully, because that sounds a bit too meaty. Thank you so much. It tastes like a mint chocolate cake, so I'm not mad at that. I think it has an amazing texture. The cake is very moist, and I think that the layers between do have a ganache texture, but much more of a light, less sweet flavor, which I admire. I admire you, darling. It is just giving Andy's mint, and that's fine. There's not much more going on. But the Swiss Family Robinson did chip in with some marshmallows on top. They were like, here, our Swiss Miss hot chocolate doesn't need marshmallows today. So I think I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 because it's still good. It's enjoyable. So the Plaza was a lot better today than it was last time. I'm pretty pleased with my experience.
This is it, girlies. It's time for our final meal of the challenge. We are having dinner in Fantasyland, but in the Bonjour section at Belle's Castle. So this used to be the Beast Castle, but then Belle moved in and she actually made it livable. It was a wreck before and it was cursed with these inanimate objects that were possessed by demons. And it's supposed to look far away, but it actually just looks like a birdhouse. That was a good one. Anyways, I walked down the path. It was a little spooky. Wolves were chasing me. And this is the inside of the restaurant. They have the stained glass window. And look, guys, this is where Beauty and the Beast first danced the waltz. I don't know how Belle got a pug to dance on its hind legs like that, but she did. And this is the menu. Of course, there's a rose on it. You can look at the items if you'd like. It's a Prix Fix menu, so it's basically just one flat price. They brought me a whole baguette and some of this garlic herb butter that was sitting in olive oil. They said double the fat. And for my appetizer, I got the potato leek soup, and it was not leaking. The bowl was very structurally sound.
Girlies, I think Maurice finally hurried up with the baguettes because I got a whole one. I forgot they give you whole baguettes. Even if you're one person, I could play baseball right now. Throw a ball at me. I'll hit it. Home run. Oh, brings me back to my days when I was on the league. The little league for like a month. Come on, Panera. This is a garlic and herb butter made with Givenchy and je m'appelle as well, okay? I got butter on my beard. Did I just put the bread on the table? It's fine, I'm sure it's clean. Lumiere and his Swiffer girlfriend tidied this place up real fast before I got here. So this is my 3rd time coming here, and every time I forget what this bread tastes like. It's really good. It tastes like a real authentic baguette from France. And the butter is like whipped butter. It's basically like Cool Whip with a butter extract, and it has herbs, and there's olive oil, and the olive oil just makes the flavor so much richer and deeper. Goes so well with the bread. 10 out of 10, what can I say? Now, before we dig into our appetizer, I have an apology to make. Remember how during our first meal I said that filet mignon I had was probably part of the Beast? Now I'm in his castle and I feel a little threatened. I don't want the cabinets to start punching me. So I'm gonna apologize. Beast, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you look meaty. And I'm sorry that you resemble a big steak. But at the end of the day, I said what I said and we need to move on. So get over it. Don't make me bark back. I got this potato leek soup for my appetizer. Now, I've had it one time before, but I really liked it. I remember it was during my first Disney video ever, and I just devoured it. I gulped it down. So I got it again, but to be honest, that's not the main reason why I got it again. The other appetizer options were tuna tartare. You guys know I don't really eat raw fish. I'm not a bear. Escargot de Bourgogne. I don't feel like eating a snail right now. Been there, done that in Epcot's France. It was a bit too balloony for me. So, and a mixed green salad. I just had a salad for lunch. I'm not getting another salad. Are you crazy? The potato and leek soup has black truffle vinaigrette, Crispy leeks and fingerling potato chips. Now, a lot of you know I despise truffles because to me it tastes like rotten sewage. But the last time that I had the soup, I couldn't taste any truffle. So I'm hoping it just kind of blends in once again. Oh, I'm so excited. Memories. So I'm just gonna give it a little mix. Let's see. Oh. I'm so grateful. Let me dip the bread in. Oh God, I'm disappointed. I don't feel like the 4th of July. It's not how I remember it. Memories crushed, hopes shattered. Cinderella slipper, priceless. It tastes very different. Now, the truffle's not the issue. I can barely taste the truffle, to be honest, and I kind of avoided the truffle swirls. It's just a different texture and a very different flavor than it used to be. It used to be a lot creamier. This has more of a gelatinous texture and not a thick creaminess. It's interesting. It's almost like rubber that's been melted down that was supposed to be a shoe, but instead it's a soup. And the flavor's much more leek than it is potato. You know, I love leeks. I really do. Whenever there's a leak in my roof, I say, let me drink it, you know? Don't do that. That's a joke. And that's mostly all I can taste, just this gelatinous leek. And then even the little potato chips, the fingerlings, taste a little overcooked. Who is that? Oh, I forgot the beast like walks through. He doesn't really say hi to anybody. He just waves. Ah, he's right there. That scared me. Woohoo! Oh my gosh, is that a big chihuahua? So I think I'm gonna give this soup a 3 out of 10. It went downhill, girlies.
For my entree, I got the steak frites, which translates to meat and potatoes. And also it came with a side salad and this red wine sauce.
So this is something that I've never had here. The steak frites. I've had the filet mignon here. I've had the short rib, whatever, and they were both great. Never had this. I almost got the chicken, but it came with more mashed potatoes, and I've had mashed potatoes so many times this week. I was like, enough. So let's first try this salad. You know, it looks like a garnish, but there's so much of it. Like, it must be a salad. I see like twigs and branches. It's just like an apple. Ooh, it's bitter. What made Granny Smith so mad? What is this? It's not even listed on the ingredients. There's so much anger and hatred in there. Get off of my frites. I'm gonna give that a 0. Okay, but it doesn't count. It's fine. It isn't like an actual item. It's a massive amount of garnish. Let's try the frites. So these look nice, but they look kind of tangled together, kind of like Rapunzel's existence. Let's try it. Oh my goodness. Mama, the grease is good. Let me dip it into this red wine sauce. Oh, ooh. Wow. Have you ever had a large fry from McDonald's? No? You've only had medium? Oh, good for you. You're so amazing, aren't you? You know when you get that one fry that's like extra soggy and salty and it's like the best fry ever? All of these fries taste like that fry. They are not crispy. They do have a soggy texture, but in the best way possible. They have so much French fry natural flavor and they're so salted and they have some sort of an herb that elevates them from McDonald's town and brings them to Flavor City. It just adds a little je ne sais quoi, you know? And there's a slight tartness to these fries that's just amazing. And the steak sauce is sort of on the bitter side. It really has a rich, deep wine flavor. It's just not that tangy. I think it could be tangier, but it's still very nice. I'm gonna give these frites, these frisbees, a 10 out of 10. Now it's time for the steak. These are big bites. Am I supposed to cut them? But I don't feel like going full utensil right now, so I'm just gonna do this. This steak is nice. I'm enjoying it. Is it the best steak I've ever had? No. You know, it's interesting because it's in the shape of a pork tenderloin. I've never seen a steak do that. I said that like the steak chose to be this shape. It didn't choose to be this shape. It was born this way. It is extremely tender. It's perfectly cooked. And it does have this kind of peppercorn, almost smoky flavor to it, which I'm enjoying. I just wish it had more. It does not have the iconic crust that we all know and love. See, it's just like steak. Like there's no crustiness. But it still tastes good. Just not as good as it could be. So I'm gonna give this steak a 6.5 out of 10. But the fries are that girl. So I'm so happy I got this.
And for my dessert, I got the vegan lemon berry cake thingy, and the waitress brought me a free side of the gray stuff. I feel magical. My waitress has truly been so wonderful, and she brought me a special serving of the gray stuff. Lumiere said it's delicious, and if you don't believe him, go ask the silverware. Isn't that so nice? I'm so grateful. I have had the gray stuff before, but let's see if it tastes any different.
You know what it tastes like? It tastes like cookies and cream flavored whipped cream. And it's delicious every time. What a perfect ending to my video. Now, this is the lemon curd vegan berry cake, which I've never had. Let's get some lemon curd, some cake, and some berries as well. Oh. Okay. Okay. That's not bad. So the cake itself is a little flavorless. It is. It is barely sweet and it doesn't taste like much, but you know, I just said it doesn't taste like much. I don't know why that sounds so funny to me, but with the berries and the lemon curd, it almost turns into sort of a shortbread, but like a very light shortbread. Actually, it has a little bit of a cornbread flavor, just less sweet, but the berries are so bright and so juicy and the lemon curd is so tart. So overall, I'm not shook by it, but I'm still enjoying it, even if it's very, 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 very simple. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Yes. So, Girlies, I had the best 4 days with you. We went to and from Magic Kingdom 8 times together. 8. And without editing, obviously, it takes me about 45 minutes to get from the parking lot to the actual kingdom. So it's been a journey, but we persevered and it was mostly great. So I'm so grateful to you guys for watching. I couldn't do this without you, literally. I'm so grateful to Mickey as well for having me. Even if we have beef, we turned it into a meatloaf. And that's something we should all strive to do. So give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new here. I'll see you next week, girlies. I love you so much. Bye. Bye, Beast. Oh, he's shedding.